Is it happening? Is it happening? It could be happening. What if it's happening? Would anyone even know? Is it doing the thing? It seems like it's doing the thing. I think it's doing the thing. Dame, I think it's happening. Dame, is it happening? Oh my goodness. It looks like it's happening, right? Did I swear to God, if I just needed to reboot that whole time, I'm going to be real mad. Sorry, JJ. Yes, I've been having some significant tech issues. I apologize for the multiple notifications. Hopefully it's better. Hopefully it's better. I really want it to be better. It doesn't look like it's better, though. The back end seems to think that it's not better. So that's fun. It looked like it was better for a second there, didn't it? And then it was like, haha, just kidding. Great. Love that. Is it literally because I'm logged into the back end? Is that why this is happening? Because I'll be mad if it is. What if I go to my channel? What if it just doesn't like me being logged into the back end? Would that be hilarious? If it just doesn't like me actually watching the stream through the one view that allows me to see analytics and stuff? That would be funny. I doubt that's it, but it would be really funny. It can't be the number of people that have joined, because like it's not that many, and that doesn't make any sense. Like there's absolutely no reason that 8 people is too many for a stream. That's literally impossible. Okay, so rebooting did not help, apparently. No changes to my internet on my laptop helped. I don't know. What if I close Firefox? Would it like it better if I closed Firefox? Nope, it wouldn't. Nothing I do makes a difference. Fuck. While waiting for my stream, blah, 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 you were watching Linry's stream from earlier today, and it seemed like she was struggling too, so maybe YouTube stinks today. Yeah, I mean, that's possible, but This seems kind of extra. Like it was at a complete standstill before. I don't know. I don't get it. Because my internet is fine. It's completely fine. What's the is it speed test? I think I'll double check it again, but Brian checked it before when it was at an absolute standstill and it was completely fine. And someone was asking about which provider we're on. We're on Verizon. So they're the ones to curse. But like, yeah, I mean, it's normal. 163 down, 322 up. It's normal. I don't know. It's nothing on my end. Eventually cleared up. It let you fast forward quite a bit. And then it got worse again. Love it. Love it. Perfect. You know, at least it's consistent when it's being hilarious, right? Like it's obviously just playing a really good joke on us. I even tried to change the ingest server from primary to backup, and that has not helped either. So I don't know. It's because we're entertaining demons? Maybe. Maybe they're like, they saw that I was doing something to do with pride and they were like, we don't like that. So it's letting you jump forward and then it's just like being ridiculous. Love that. It's just a prank. It's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank. Are you saying that YouTube is being Schrodinger's asshole? All right. Well, on the bright side, I got my base down. So maybe we can do some art. Still choppy, but not so bad. Oh, I swear, I don't know what the hell this thing is doing. It's being real annoying, though. I'll tell you that much. Hey, Melissa. Oh, hey, maybe I should put the link in the chat. in the Discord. Let me go do that. All right. Hopefully doing that didn't fuck everything up. I don't know. I don't know, Leo. It's it'll be good for a second or two, and then it'll stutter some more, but it doesn't seem to make a difference. Nothing I do seems to make a difference. So I'm just going ahead. I'm gonna top coat this, and then we'll start figuring out our art stuff. I guess I want to use cremes for this because I feel like using special effects polishes are just gonna make it harder to get all the little tiny details and stuff. We already have a shimmer base, so I think that's probably fine. Let's all blame YouTube. I mean, I didn't change anything, so yeah. I am extremely annoyed, though, that it really makes things very difficult. You had an idea? What was your idea? Matte art, but then gloss the boots? Maybe. Maybe. Although I feel like his art kind of has an overall kind of matte vibe, but that could be interesting. All right. That's right. I rebooted, so that's... I'm gonna have to bring that back up again. So yeah, so I'm thinking this on the thumb. Probably without the rainbow behind it, though. So I will need... I've got a black creme out. We'll use Pink Loves Me. Mixed with... what do you pink? Because I feel like it's kind of between those two. Like, I think the words... Actually, the words are more this color, and this is more the boots. Maybe with a touch of what do you pink mixed in. Okay, and then for the word demon, I want Ruby Roo. I've already got the black out. And then I guess we want probably a little butter me up for the eyes, possibly. Yeah, we had some issues. We had some issues, but things are maybe better. Things seem to be a little better. All right, so let's just start. Let's just try. I have indeed been going through it. I had a full-on crash out, like snapped at my husband, the whole 9 yards. I'm gonna have to apologize and maybe bake something for him, because that was uncalled for. He made the mistake of trying to help with the stream stuff while I was in the middle of a crash out. And that's never correct. All right. Here we go. We're going to try to get in the center here. Get a little... We start in the middle with the M so that we can kind of hopefully get it spaced out properly. And then the N. We're going to be fine, everybody. It's going to be fine. I mean, I don't know about the wider world, but like the stream is going to be fine. We're going to make it through this nail art. I believe in us. I believe that we can do this. Yeah, he entered enemy territory. I've been meaner for less. Listen, I mean, I wasn't mean, I don't think. I did have a very frustrated tone of voice, though. So, yeah. The base is 2 coats of cracked, crinkled linens with 1 coat of BCB I'm Going on an Adventure, which is actually a solar, but I won't be going outside, so it doesn't matter. But it does go very green. Eventually it will stop being so green. This one really retains the color for a long time. I think this was like a PPU or something. No, it was an HHC, of course. Yeah, this one, I love it, but it was a huge pain in the ass to photograph because the color change took so long to revert that like trying to take photos of the same pose, because I try and do the same pose with and without the shift in the studio for several poses with solars. I was like, just it took minutes. You can see how long it takes for it to go back. It's like which is, you know, as a thing that you're wearing, it's actually really nice that it takes a while. But as a thing to swatch, oh my God, I was so annoyed. It's like it changed over to the green really fast and then took its sweet time going back. I was like, Brittany, you have given us a pain in the ass to swatch. She loves giving us pains in the ass, though. So, like, here, have 20 neons. No! Despite my best efforts, I did manage to get this slightly offset. Damn it. I tried so hard and got so far. And in the end, it doesn't even matter. You're welcome for the earworm. Hi, Sassine. Yeah. You mean the BCB one, Leo? It's too close to mine as well without white underneath it. Prith. Yes. Okay. Let's go in with the boots. Let's go in with the boots. It's a boot time. A little Canadian joke there. Even though Canadians don't say a boot. That's just American propaganda. Because y'all don't know how to hear words properly. Kinky boots. Yep. All right. So, looks like the leggies are like around here. A little bit of thick thighs. Nice little calf curve. And then, ooh, those heels. They're like almost like insect feet. Didn't quite get it right there. Gonna have to edit a little here. We're probably not going to be able to get it perfect, but we can at least try to get it as close as we can, right? This is starting to thicken up on me, so I'm going to have to... thin it out in a second here. Hello, May. You found your way here. What are we doing on the other nails? I don't know yet, but other stuff that is inspired by the same artist's work. His name is Bill Safi. Or at least that's his handle on Instagram, Bill Safi. And also, I think his standalone website is billsafi.com, so I assume that's his name. But yeah. They, them are about to do clamshell exercises. Yeah. A boot is almost as sexy as the Canadian sorry. Sorry. We don't say it, though. We say sorry. That one for sure. I do feel like this thigh needs to be a little thicker. Okay. Now, the other leg is here. And we are going to need to use a little bit of Might use a bit of red to try and outline that. And like just get a little bit of distance between them. So it looks like that's what he used on there, is like a dark magenta or something. And that seems like a good move. So let's see if we can just, I don't think I'll be able to like outline it, but maybe I can just give it a little bit of like a tiny hint of shadow with this color. If I can just like give it a little line there and a little line here. You're thinking about doing some Pride Devil Horn Frenchies? That sounds fun. Yeah, maybe not on a shaky hand day, bow and arrows. That sounds like the kind of thing that you want to save for a day when you've got a little bit more control. Those shaky hand days are rough. I don't get real bad shakes, but I definitely have days where I have a little less control. So I at least somewhat know what it's like. Okay. I think we got some leggies. You lurk enjoy sexy demon? Okay. Hello CDC, welcome. You made it. There was a lot of confusion and issues with the stream at the beginning. We had some big problems. I really appreciate everyone who stuck it out and everyone who found their way here despite the issues. This demon is so good. I just really love this artist's whole design aesthetic. If you look at their other work, it's all got this like super shapy, lanky, leggy, fun thing going on. It kind of reminds me of like old school fashion illustration, but taken to a weird degree, a weird extreme that makes it really fun. Okay, I feel like it needs to be even a little higher. Oh yeah, they're super snatched. Oh no, Najwa. Do not. I hate that. That's the worst. Okay. Apologies for the mouth noises. Hopefully no one here gets too annoyed with those. I try to not do them while streaming, but I occasionally forget myself. All right. And then we need, does this need to be, well, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not far off. Just looking at the proportions compared with the lettering. It's a little off, but it's not too bad. And the biggest problem is actually that I made the TH proportionally a bit larger than everything else. Oop, that's going to need a little bit of an edit. Long neck. She got a long neck. She, he, they, it. Demon creature has got a long neck. A little goat ear. Love that. And then we need some horns. We got to get horny here. Ray, you're on the road, but you want me to share the double rainbow you posted. Double rainbow all the way across the sky? What does it mean? I promise I won't start sobbing. Unless, you know, stream starts to get real fucky again. The gaze protected Ray. All right, hang on. Let me go look. Leo, R.I.P. Peggy. I don't see. Where did you post it, Ray? Ray, where did you post it? I would assume a goat demon would be Pan, yeah. I mean, isn't that why we're called Pan? Didn't the Greeks do that? It's a very good joke. Ray, I can't post your rainbows if I don't know where you posted them. So you're going to have to tell me where you posted them. And then I will share them. Okay, we definitely need a little bit of an edit on some parts of this, but I think overall it's pretty good. LL General Chat, okay. LL Chatter. Big rainbow. Now it's double. There's, ooh, double rainbow. Okay. Okay, let me pick the best one here. I'm going to do this one. Here we go. Let's just do a quick switch over here from that to this. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. That's glorious. Proof that God loves the gays. Yeah, the original art, the shape language that this artist uses is incredibly fun. I love the shapiness of his stuff. Okay, let's switch back over to Pahotos. There we are. Back to Pahotos. And then we do a little edit on a couple of spots here where I got my lines a little too thick. There we go. Let's, oh, uh-oh. 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 I went through my top coat and brushed away a little bit of the base there, so I'm gonna have to do a wee touch up. Double rainbow for pride as God intended. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Oh my goodness. So much black paint embedded in this right now. Okay. You return. Welcome back. Okay. Let me finish this touch up here. My little repair. Whoop. Not too thick, Peggy. Okay. All right. I think they're looking pretty good. I do think I want to leave off the rainbow because I'm concerned that adding the rainbow on this nail will make it a bit hard to read. But don't worry, we're going to include a rainbow on another nail. I'm going to use a tiny bit of Butter Me Up for the eyes. Hopefully I can do that without messing them up. Oh, it's so small. I don't even trust a dotting tool for that. It's so small, y'all. Oh my God. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. I do want to stick to his art. The vision for this Manny, rather than doing like a variety of different flags, because I've done a ton of art using a variety of different flags already this year. The vision for this one, I really want to stick closely with his art themes and colors and shapes, and just break down. I think that's reasonable there. Just break down his artworks here and part them out onto my nails. Need to use a whisker for a dotting tool, yeah. Gotta go before this kills your data plan, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if we'll be done before 10:45. It's already 9:30 and I've completed a single nail. So might be a long one, folks, especially because we had such a rough start. Okay, so that's it for that one. The trident could be fun for one of them. This one I also very much enjoy. I could do, like, it might be fun to do the cauldron with the rainbow coming up out of it on one nail. Might be fun to do the leggies. I love this one. What if we just did, like, literally, like, rumpus down on one nail? Let's do rumpus down on one nail. Let's just do a big old butt and leggies. Whiskey is a good idea, yeah. I'm going to stick to paintbrushes and water rather than whiskers and whiskey. Whiskey might be good to help with the streaming, it's true. All right, let's do the leggies. Yeah, I'm thinking middle nail, big old booty. What I might do is rough in the legs in white. Just so that because putting a bunch of stripy colors, it's real easy to lose the shape. But if I kind of rough it in with white, hopefully I can keep the shape. So if we want the little feetsies down here. So 1, 2, and then that leggie's pretty straight. This leggie's at a bit of an angle. And then this leggie goes back a fair bit. This leggie comes mostly straight up. And then we get our little rumpus magumpus right here with our little thong. So we'll only see a little bit of the thong on that side and a great big booty on that side. All right. Okay. I think that's pretty much the shape. So should keep us in the right proportion range. I knew you meant booty instead of boogie, but it was funny that you said boogie. All right, I think we're gonna go from the ground up. I want a different purple though. Hang on, I have a better purple. PR. Coming soon. This is launching at PBE, but we'll go to the website afterward. There's a whole set. Okay. And they are neon. Because Brittany hates us and wants us to suffer. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Sassy, always trying to take all my purples before I even get a chance to swatch them. Ah, I got stringy. I got stringy. Yes, there is a thong. It is hard to see, I'm sure, on the tiny screen. How is that a sign of being hated, Liz? It's kind of a joke. The neons are really hard to color correct, so swatchers tend to have a love-hate relationship with them. It's really difficult to get color accurate photos of them without making your skin look completely insane. So all of us are all neon season on the struggle bus, trying desperately to produce photographs that accurately show what the polish looks like in real life without having alien skin. Sassy is saving me from the purples. She would be saving me from the purples if she lived closer, but she's too far away to save me from the purples, and I am useless at shipping things. So, all right, Baloo. I want this one. This one's Fresh Pedicure from Cracked. It's kind of a perfect, just straight up summery blue. Oh boy. I'm gonna need to fit. I'm trying to like make sure I don't go up too far with the colors because I'm sort of trying to look ahead at what I need to fit into the available space. And then for the green, I definitely want a neon. We'll use this Prism Parade. I think it's a pretty good match for it. This one was also PR. This is Sour Sucker from the neon cremes that they put out earlier in the spring. And I just kept them out because I was like, I'm going to use those so much for Pride stuff because it's a full neon rainbow. And lo and behold, I have used it for a bunch of Pride stuff. All right. Now, yellow is more of a normal yellow rather than a neon-y yellow, so we'll use Instant Mood Booster from Cracked. All these Cracked ones are ones that I purchased, except Crinkled Linens, actually. That one I got, I'm pretty sure that one was part of their Grandma Core or whatever it was called collection that they did. And I did get those in PR. But most of my Crackeds I have purchased. Yeah. Okay, there's the yellow. And then for the orange, it's like a little bit desaturated from Oh my gourd. It's not quite as intense as oh my gourd. Do I want to add, what do I want to add to that to make it more correct? Maybe just a touch of instant mood booster, actually. I'm glad everyone is singing in chat. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. A little instant mood booster. Just to sort of chill out the oh my gourd a little bit. All right. Oh, that definitely needs thinning. Hello, greetings, Vibrant Pixel. You managed to find your way here despite the bad links and ridiculousness of the day. We've had some struggles with stream. We struggled today. Today has been a problem. But that's okay. We appreciate the struggles because they teach us to enjoy the times when we are not struggling or something. Right? Is that anything? I don't know, y'all. I'm trying to have perspective. I feel like, yeah, that needed to thicken out just a little bit. Okay. We're getting there, y'all. We're getting there. Did I see your thinner debacle in LL Nail Chat? I did not. Or if you prefer, debacle. What happened? Do I need to go look? What happened? Oh. The entire time. Yeah, no, I did see that earlier and then promptly forgot about it. But yeah, I did see that, and that sounds incredibly annoying. So, like, why did that... Do we know why that happened? Like, was the cap broken, or... You preferred debacle or debacle? Or debacle? Wait, can we... Maybe we can pull a Christine and come up with a really completely insane way of pronouncing it that nobody uses. Debacle. Debakely. You must have Hulk ripped it off? That's bizarre. Debacle. Debacle. Listen. Debacle is fun. I don't care if it's correct or not. I care if it's fun to say. Okay? It's like what's her name? Who is the chef that famously pronounced microwave as microwave because it was just fun. It's just more fun to say, and everybody thought she was an idiot and didn't know how to say microwave. But like she was right. Microwave is absolutely a way more fun way to say that. De boucle. De boucle is perfect. I like that one because it's like boucle, but like undoing it. Microwave. It's such a good way to say it. It makes me really happy. I'm definitely going to have to do some edits here. But that's okay. Yeah. Stringies. Adding extra syllables makes anything sound fancy. Yeah. And putting the emphasis on the wrong syllable makes everything more fun to say. That's just science. Jalapenos, yeah, I like jalapenos. Escapade, ooh, very nice, very nice. Was it Nigella Lawson that did the microwave? What, microwave? Yeah, and I actually just keep going until it feels right with that one. I actually somehow managed to make the leggies a little bit shorter than was originally intended, but they seem reasonably proportional, so I think I'm just going to let them be that way. Yeah, of course. I think everyone calls it Target. It's just the best way to pronounce it. For obvious reasons. Quasidilla, really? Quasidilla. Like it's kind of Dilla. Like it's partway Dilla. I shortened the legs to leave more room for booty cake. All right, speaking of booty, let's cake this girl up. Or this guy. Or this creature. I don't know how this creature identifies. It's giving she, her, though, I feel. At least in the current outfit. Oh, I don't know about that one, Lori. I think I was with you until you did whatever that is to croissant. All right, so I think we just have to build a little booty, a little booty sphere here. I'll just cake it up. I am going to have to take away a bit of this. There we go. And while I'm at it, get rid of these now incorrect guides for the booty. Okay. It identifies as fabulous. That's so true. I mean, it could very well be a gender fluid demon. Or maybe demons don't have gender. Maybe they just get all the gender. Maybe they get as much gender as they want. I think that would be nice. They can have as much or as little as they desire at any given point. It seems like a fine way to live. Okay. Very caked up. Very caked up demon. Little tum. Just a little itty bitty little pooty tum. And I think maybe we just leave it there and like leave off the arms. What do we think? It's not your fault the French sound like they're dry drowning. Laurie's choking. Call 911. Yep. Cake for days. Cake for days. It's a peach pound cake. Dry drowning must be sexy because French is the sexiest language. I disagree. I grew up with too much French to find it in the least bit sexy. Okay, I think let's do a slight reshaping here. Let's get our red thong going. A little bit of elbow peeking. That might work, yeah. That maybe is not a bad idea. A little bit of elbow peeking front and back. Let me get the thong on here and we'll see what we think. That is a caked up demon, y'all. Okay. Yeah, I feel like it does want a little bit of elbow. You're packing for camping this weekend. Supposed to be stormy. Ooh. Whereabouts are you going to be camping? Is it at least the kind of area where you'll be able to like dig proper trenches and get yourself situated for heavy rain? Ooh, okay. Little elbow there. Little elbow on this side. Yeah. Yep. That was the correct move. I am wondering if we want to do the pink, the bottom part of the trident as well here. Yeah. That might not be a bad idea. You bought a cot? Missouri float trip. That is a complete mystery to me. I have no idea. I don't know what that means. It's okay. You don't have to explain it. I can look it up later. Unless you feel like explaining it, in which case I'll be happy to read it. Okay. All right. I didn't do the trident exactly right, but I think it's fine. It's there. And it helps explain why the elbow is up. And I think it's cute as heck. Okay, I'm going to just bring this up a little bit more here. So it's not just like cut off weird. A bunch of your sorority sisters are getting drunk/high and floating down a river. Oh, okay. You hate camping? I always loved camping. I do feel like I'm at a stage in my life now where my idea of a good time with camping has changed. I used to really love doing like fairly rough camping. And now I'm like, I don't, like my body doesn't process, doesn't handle having to do, you know, miles of hiking, carrying a whole lot of equipment and all your water and everything anymore. Can't really do that so much these days. But like car camping, yeah, I'm down with that. The butt shape is very slightly wrong. I want to do a little edit here. Like, needs to come up a bit more on this side over here. That's a little better. There. There we go. That's better. It was so subtle, and I don't even know if you can really see it. But I can see it, and it will show in the macro photos. So. All right. Very happy so far. Very happy. Yeah. Cabins, I don't love. I do like a lean-to or something that has an elevated, you know. But cabins, if it's too like cabiny, it starts to feel a little bit like it's not camping anymore at that point. I'm very into this. I'm very into this, and I'm wondering if I can just do like one leg and the rainbow, or if I would need to do both legs. But I'm very into this. What do we think about this on the middle finger? Like slightly modified to sort of help it fit. Cabins are for winter only? Yeah. I think I agree. I think I need to do this. I think I need to do this because I just love this so much. It makes me really happy. So I'll do this on my ring finger. And then maybe cauldron here, and then, I don't know, we'll figure out something for here. Like maybe like a trident and face shot or something. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm not going to be able to fit the whole, like both legs, but I think I can fit like the one leg and butt. All right, and then a little knobby knee. And then just the skinniest calf. And then a little thickening here for the shoe. Tall heel. There we go. And then need to thin this some more. Yeah, I kind of feel like there needs to be black on every nail. Like a bit of black and a bit of like color, intense color on every nail. Okay, and then this leg, we'll see it go off to the side this way. But then it's just gonna disappear off screen. And then here we are gonna have, and I'm probably gonna have to relocate this slightly, but I'll just rough it in for now. We're gonna need our little pink thong here, right about there. It should be close. Found your rain poncho. Huzzah! All right. Let's get this demon booty. So far, I think my favorite this year has been my for Pride nails, that is, has been my fruit ones, but this might beat that. Because this is super fun. I've been really wanting to do this for a while. Okay, and then here. And then we got this whole sway back thing going on here. All right. You did not find your will to live tomorrow? I'm sorry, May May. Thankfully, you do have the will to live for PBE, so that's going to get you through the rest of the days in between. You saw Blinky Butt Bugs. Huzzah! I love that. We're fully into Firefly season here. And we've only done one Firefly walk so far, but it's always a delight. Of course, you know, you go out there to look at fireflies and get eaten alive by the mosquitoes, but you know, it's the price you pay, I guess. Can we maybe deposit some polish here? I feel like that would be good if we could just... Thank you. Gonna need to fix that a bit. All right. Have you been to PBE before, CTC? It's a pretty good time. It's, of course, way too much money. But it's just really nice being able to see all your nail friends in person. You have to go to your cousin's after work tomorrow? That's too much. Even if you absolutely adore your cousin, the idea of doing literally anything whatsoever after a whole day of work is like, no. Absolutely not. I feel like the thong is still slightly wrong. The thong is wrong, y'all. The thong is wrong. It needs to come down a bit more this way. There we are. That's better. Now the thong is right. It's a good time if you can make it, but yeah, it is. It's expensive. Okay. Butt shape, slightly wrong. Slightly wrong. I actually gave it a little bit too much booty out that away. Needs to be more an extension of thigh from here. That is better. No such thing as too much booty. There is such a thing as booty distributed anatomically incorrectly. In a way that would make it look awkward. Okay. Get this rainbow going. Ooh, excuse me. All right. We come out of here like a little horsetail, basically. Now theirs comes up real high. I'm not going to bring it up quite as high because I do want it to. Whoop! Oh, I brought that out too soon. I do want it to fit reasonably well. So we're just slightly Actually, let's edit that just a little bit. Bring the whole thing over a tiny bit. That'll work better. Oh my goodness. Something about the hand balances the tail. Yeah, there's no good way to do that though. I simply do not have enough nail for that. Okay. Bleer. What purple is that? It's a secret. Yeah, it's a sneak peek of a purple that's going to be part of a collection coming to. It'll launch at PBE, but it will be available on their website afterwards from BCB. It's a whole set of neon cremes that are inspired by those cursed character ice cream things that always have the horrendous melty faces with the one eye drooping down, and you know the ones. Those. So obviously I'm going to have to do some kind of nail art for at least one of them. If I have time. I do have a lot of PBE stuff that I need to swatch. So it's going to be a little busy around here in the next little while. I'm trying to figure out how I want to handle the streams, because I was going to do just one PBE stream, but it would be so much polish. And most of the polishes are going to be available on the maker websites afterwards. So I'm sort of debating whether I want to do individual streams for them or not. But so far, that's 4 collections? 4 collections, I think. It's a lot. It's a lot of streams. Yeah, like the SpongeBob one, the Tweety Bird one, those things. You got the idea. Sometimes I'd get a Sonic. So you'll be happy to know there is a Sonic one. There is a Tweety Bird one. I don't think there's a SpongeBob. There's something else. I can't remember now. Anyway, they're good. But yeah, I got to figure out whether I'm going to do individual streams or not. And if I am, when the heck I'm going to fit them in. Purple is obviously Spider-Man, yes. Because he's blue and red. Like BCB, I know I can do way ahead of time. She doesn't care if I show off stuff super early. But not all of the brands have the same attitude toward that. Some of them want to keep it secret, keep it under wraps for longer. Most of them want to keep it under wraps for longer. So it ends up being like too many things to try to do streams of all at once. BCB has like multiple collections that they're launching at PBE though, so maybe I can just do like one stream for them and one stream for everybody else. I don't know. BCB popsicles: red, orange, Tweety Bird, green, Sonic, Spider-Man. Yeah, I don't remember. I would have to pull them. But yeah, those are all neon cremes. And then there's like a Halloween creme quad. And then there's a second Night at the Arcade collection, like a part 2 for the Night at the Arcade that they did for their 6-year anniversary. It's like the same colors but in a different formula. And then of course there's Door Crashers and etc. Okay, we're almost there, y'all, for this one. And then only 2 more nails to go. But I think the other 2 nails are going to be slightly faster. I hope. Maybe not. We'll see. Okay, red. I was really hoping we would have a cat. I tried so hard to have a cat for stream. I even put down a bunch of catnip on the ottoman in the hopes that Timony would stick around for a while and fall asleep. But he just licked up all the catnip and left. So rude. Okay, I'm completely in love with this. This is ridiculous. Okay. Yeah, we did have middle finger thong looks non-essential on camera. Yeah. I promise it's there though. But yeah. It's pretty barely there. All right. So I was thinking for the index, maybe we do this. Like the head and the trident. And then for the pinky, maybe we do the cauldron and the rainbow coming out of it. Thongs are unnecessary anyways, yeah. Do we want the head facing on though, or like, what about doing this head with the trident just closer instead of this head? Do we want it to be on the side, like facing that way, or do we want it to be like facing on? There is the green hand and nails. That's true. The green hand and nails is very good. I wouldn't even have to have the flag in the hand. I could just have just the demon hand, just like posing on the index. That could be very fun. Or on the pinky. It does look like a Grinch hand. You are not wrong. He has some like weird frog creatures that are very fun, that are done in the same style as the demon creatures. I can also just put nails on, because some of the demon hands do have nails. Like this one, this has green nails. So I could do this. Green hand trident shaft, or black hand trident shaft, green nails. Yeah, I agree that the green hand might not balance as well, but this could balance nicely. Maybe this on the pinky. Like close up on just the hand with the nails and the shaft of the trident. Let's do that. I think this is correct. Okay. And I will darken up the pink slightly for this as well, even though we were using the fully light one before for the trident. Maybe just a touch more here. Okay, I'm going to start with the trident shaft so that I can kind of situate myself. I want it like a little bit off to the side. Teamwork makes the demon work. I'm sorry you have to wake up so early, Maymay. That sucks. But you'll be able to see the finished thing in Discord. I will be posting it. It might not be tonight. I have already kind of a brutal headache, so I may not feel like dealing with that when I finish up here. But if I don't post the photos tonight, I'll probably post them tomorrow. Yeah, Luna, my brain was doing the same thing. We were saying shaft a lot. And my brain was like, shaft. Okay, so we do here. This is going to be the general shape. Need some more thinner. Okay, and then we have our thumb. Okay. And this is a bit of a hairy demon, which has been hard to tell from the scale of the other pictures, but on the hand we can tell this is a hairy demon when we can see that arm up close. Not so much hairy knuckles, though. Hairy arm, but not so much hairy knuckles. Okay. Need to add some more acetone here. Add bar glitter to simulate hair? Absolutely not. Bum, 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 bum. I want that. Just a tiny bit. Bar glitters, they creep me out so much. I like the hollow ones a lot. And all the matte ones are just like, ugh, bleh, bleh, horrible. Cannot cope with them. Kind of weird that we associate goats with demons since they are prey animals. Yeah. Yeah, I have long wondered about that, and I think it has got to be one of those things that happened because of early Christianity, the church demonizing all of the, literally demonizing all of the word. Oh my God. What? Thank you, pagan. All the pagan practices, and thank you, honey. Thank you for being my brain. Yeah, demonizing pagan practices, and of course, you know, goats were frequently had a role in a lot of the rituals and such, often as a sacrifice, but also often in like fertility rituals and stuff. So, yeah, I suspect that's the early church's doing. Yeah, the close up of the eyes here, I love that they do the proper goat eyes. A biblical passage about separating sheep from goats, sheep being true believers and goats being not believers. Okay. Okay, Bible, if you say so. All right. We're going to use the neon green for the nails. Yeah, I don't really know Bible stuff because I didn't grow up with that shit. And it's all crazy to me. Okay. And this only has 3 fingies. Need to thin that slightly. Y'all taking turns with the brain cell? Good job. Sharing is caring. Bible is so full of shit. I mean, I think there's probably some good stuff in there too. But yeah, I mean, anything written by people is going to have some bad ideas in it. Oh my god, this is like... such a challenge. Okay. I think I need to like slightly thicken up the top part here so it looks more like a stiletto. There we go. There we go. It's giving. Nailception, yeah. Yeah, exactly, Dame. Yo, I heard you like nails, so I painted a nail on my nail. Now, if I had the skill giving this demon a manicure in which there was another pair of nails or set of nails featured, would be incredible. However, okay. Last one. Oh. Last one. I'm thinking this face with the trident, but like put the trident closer. That's what I'm thinking. So maybe so the trident is like a little bit behind it. I think that would work. So maybe I'll draw the trident first and then let the head overlay it a bit. Yeah, I do feel like the face needs to be on one of the nails. Otherwise, I feel like I'm objectifying this demon, you know? That's not right. All right. Let's start with this central bit here and fuck it up immediately. That'll be good. Perfect. There we go. I like that they did the tines of the trident as basically just an upside down heart. I feel like that says something. Sure wish my head wasn't so crunchy. All right. Yak. Okay. Well, mine's about as symmetrical as his is, but in a different way. So that's good. Okay. Now, the head I want to have like coming in front of it a bit. We're going to have to see how we do here. This administration and your Christian family members made you read the Bible again because you were doubting your memory on stuff in there. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of people who probably earnestly believe themselves to be Christians who have never actually read their own book and aren't really following what it says. And that's unfortunate. Okay. Whoop. think we're doing it. We might be doing it, y'all. This demon has like a sick hairstyle here. Okay. Now we need to make sure that we get the good goatee eye. Is that too high up? That feels too high up. I think I mucked up the proportions a little bit, but that's okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hang on. I gotta change. Hang on. Everyone hold. Everyone hold. Everyone hold. Please hold. Brian has brought us a delight. We have a Timony. Hello. Hi, little man. Are you a good boy? He says, of course I'm a good boy. The hell kind of question is that? What a ridiculous thing to ask a cat. Yeah, I'm gonna have to resituate that eye a little bit, I think. It's not quite in the right place, I suspect. It's not that far off, though. Can I make it work as is? Maybe I can just make it work. No, couldn't make it work. He's a very philosophical young man with quite a vocabulary. Okay. There. I think I might have done it. She said going back in to fuck it up. There. I didn't fuck it up. All right, now I do need to bring that back a little bit. Listen, I know you can't see my nails, but I also know that you are just as much here for Timony as you are for my nails. You feel like cats simply carry the spirit of Victorian children within them? It really depends on the cat. It extremely depends on the cat. For instance, Budgie Smuggler carries the spirit of Lemon Grab within him. She's always running around yelling, "Unacceptable!" Sorry, Timony. Was that a scary sound? Did I make a scary sound? I really love these. These make me so happy. Timony, what are you even looking at? There's nothing over there. Are you looking at ghostesses? He's looking at ghostesses. He's being spoopy. All right, we're gonna do a little seal glaze. Jammy Dodgers is definitely a human infant. 100% a human infant. One who would really like to be reabsorbed back into the womb. Glad streams finally sobered up. Yeah, seriously. It was very annoying at the beginning. Okay, we'll clean up a couple of spots here. I do think it feels like they should be matte, doesn't it? Doesn't it feel like they should be matte? It feels like they should be matte. But I think I want to wait a while before I mattify them, because last time I mattified too early and I ended up with some crawling. So I might just do the regular top coat and then take photos and see if I feel like mattifying them later. Because sometimes if I do, especially with seal glaze, doing seal glaze and then top coat and then matte top coat all within too little time, can really mess things up. So let me give you Timony for a moment and swap out the lens so that you can see the super duper close up. Of course Timony left. Of course he did. Did he leave before I even switched it over? I bet he did. Okay. So there's the thumb. Hello, Cinnamon. And then there's our goat head with the trident. And our lovely booty. It is really hard to see that thong. I promise it's there. The hot pink thong shows up a little better. I'm pretty happy with these. Yeah, it crawls, Najwa. He left the moment I switched the camera. Perfect. On the bright side, we do have Cinna. I don't know how long we'll have Cinna, but for the moment at least, we have a momentary Cinna. Hello. What a good girl. What you gonna do? Nothing. Oh yeah, I got quiet because I moved my microphone out of the way and it's fairly directional. Sorry. Oh, there she goes. Whoops. I meant to do this one. I'm quite pleased with this. I really like how these little friends worked out. Here, let me get rid of that. I do feel like I might need to do another layer of the red on that red thong to lighten it up just a little tiny bit. Maybe even add just a touch of white, just a little tiny speck of white into the red. Will I regret doing that if I try that? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe I'll regret it. Maybe it'll be the best idea I ever had. Probably won't be the best idea I ever had. But it might be an okay idea. Let's see if I can keep this anywhere near the camera area while I do this. This is why we don't use this particular lens on stream. Oh my God. I feel like it's slightly better. What do we think? Did that help? I feel like it helped a little bit. Certainly in person, it's easier to see now. So hopefully on camera, it's slightly easier to see. Cinna, why are you sleeping, or why are you lying down behind the cat bed? We're all watching a demon's butt crack. Listen. You know you love it. This is what you came here for. Yes, it helped? Okay, good. Excellent. This one is not wearing a thong. This one is absolutely naked, except for its boots. All right. That's going to be it for tonight. I'm going to do my top coat. I'm going to take some photos. I may or may not also mattify and take more photos depending on how I'm feeling. Like I said, my head is really a very bad headache, and I need to do a whole stretching and back rolling ridiculousness to try and fix that. And then if I have not fucked up my nails and I still feel like taking more photos after that, then I might mattify them. Or if they survive to tomorrow, I might mattify them tomorrow and take photos then. What? Did you hear that? She said, meow. What? What's happening? What's up, little monkey? Yeah. So that, I think, is what I'm going to do. Tuesday is going to be the usual time, 2 p.m. Eastern, which is sometime in the evening for the Europeans. We will do another nail art stream. And I think, unless I decide to do something different, which I always reserve the right to do something different, I think I might do the y'all means all design that we were looking at before. For that stream, because I really want to do that. I really want to do that design. It's a cute design. You got a bad headache too. I'm sorry to hear that, Misha. That's not fun. You're gonna listen to Montero. I don't know what that is, but okay. I hope that you enjoy it. Yeah, so Tuesday, the usual time, the usual place. Hopefully no issues. Hopefully. Seems like it's working okay now, so, you know, we'll see. Thank you, everybody, for coming and providing your input and for being so incredibly patient through all of the problems earlier. I really, really appreciate y'all. Don't forget to click the various and sundry buttons down there. And if you want to see more of this kind of cool ass art, the guy's name is Bill Safi, Billsf. Sorry, Safi. So it's Billsafi. My other account just typed it in the chat, so you can check out their work on Instagram, and they also have a standalone website, and I think they sell prints and stuff, and like enamel pins and all kinds of fun stuff. So you can check out their work to see more fun stuff, and it's not all like this. It has, you know, the same sort of or similar aesthetic, but it's not all demons. It's not all gay demons. There's also weird frogs and other stuff. I don't know. It's fun. But yeah, I encourage you to go check out their work and give them a follow. If you like it, you know. You don't have to. You're not obligated. You are obligated, however, to click the buttons. Join the Discord if you haven't already and you're into that sort of thing. And tell all your friends about the hippopotamus. Okay? Thanks. Goodbye.